Om Shanti. Good morning. A very hearty welcome to all the participants to this Vihasa Value Workshop. Really happy to see so many of you all. So before we begin, let us sit in silence for 15 seconds. Get yourself relaxed. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you breathe, your breathing becomes normal. May there be some thoughts which is coming in our minds, but let us tell our mind that for the next 2.5 hours, as I'm entering into this module of positivity, let me surface very positive, productive, and innovative thoughts. Thank you. So once again, welcome to all dear friends to this value workshop. This is the second online virtual workshop which we are conducting. Before we go ahead, can I just quickly ask how many of you all attended the first workshop? Raise of hands. If all can quickly raise your hands in the chat window. Rather in the participants, you can just raise. We can see BKIT Wing Pune. Okay, can you please rename yourself BKIT Wing? It will be good to have names. Shubham Gaikwad. Okay. Who else have joined the session earlier? It's good to raise your hand. Dr. Aruna, Rahul Garg. Okay. Okay, so we have around 5 members who have joined earlier, which is very good. So before we really move ahead, let me quickly introduce 3 of us who would be facilitating today's event. So I'll introduce myself, followed by Sister Anu. She will introduce herself, and then Dr. Manoj. So I am Praful. By profession, I'm a chartered accountant working with a Swiss bank, and I have been associated with Brahma Kumari since last 18 years, and with this project of Vihasa since last 6 years. And it has been an exciting journey so far to learn values, implement them in my life, and share from my actions whatever I have learned. So this is short about me. Over to you, Sister Anu.
Hello, welcome everyone. Good morning. This is Anu. I am saying hello from Vancouver, Canada. I'm a research scientist in medicinal chemistry, and about 10 years now I'm with Brahma Kumaris, and definitely it brings big difference to our lives, and very happy to be here to bring up this Vihasa program on positivity. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister. Dr. Manoj.
Yes. Om Shanti. Good morning to all of you. Pleasure to meet all of you all, the ones who were there before and the new entrants as well. Myself, I'm Manoj. I professionally am a pediatric nephrologist. That is, I specialize in kidney problems in children, and I'm attached to a few big hospitals in and around Pune. I have been into Brahma Kumari since 2009, which is almost 12 years now. And Vihasa is very close to my heart. I've been doing this seva since almost 7 years now. And it's a pleasure to interact with people, know about how they think about values, how they are able to use them. And as you'll be seeing, this is not a theoretical program at all. It's just something practical, which you all will be witnessing soon, the new people. And I would like to welcome you all for this second part of positivity module today. And let me just, before Praful Bhai goes on to the other thing, don't worry, the people who have missed the part 1, do not worry. All these modules and all these parts are mutually exclusive. So even if you join any part of the time, even in the midway, you'll be able to understand what's happening. So that's it. Thank you. Full over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Manoj. So as you rightly mentioned that anyone can join any of our workshops and each of them are mutually exclusive. So although we tell that this is part 2 of the positivity module, but yeah, the exercise, you will really find it useful. So since I see that we have so many new participants, I'll request Dr. Manoj to walk us through what is Vihasa all about in short, and what exactly the tools are we supposed to be using for today. So over to you, Dr. Manoj. Thank you.
Thank you, Praful Bhai. So I'll start sharing. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, the slide is self-explanatory. The small acronym is VIHASA, Values in Healthcare, a Spiritual Approach. So don't get threatened by the word values in healthcare. It's something about healthcare. No, it's about your own health. So don't look at that. And basically, what are we trying to do in this program? It's a spiritual approach to help you inculcate the values into your daily lives, trying to practice things in a different way, and trying to practice in a unique way which you haven't done it before. And the basic gist of this program is it's a personal and team development program, which you will be soon realizing how this program will help you develop yourself. And also when you work in groups, when you share in groups, when you're sitting with each other, talking to each other, you'll be able to develop the team development thing as well. I am doing the slideshow, Anubehin, but I don't know why it is. Is it because I am doing the
maybe it is not. Yeah.
I don't know why it's not moving on that. In my thing, it's moving. Praful, can you help?
Yeah,
In
can you
my
please? Sure. So
Yeah.
you might like to reshare, share new, and when that window pops up,
again,
just select the one which
so
is
just
full screen.
stop share first, and then do it again, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can do that
Okay.
as.
I'll just do that. Yeah. So yeah, now it is there. Yeah, it was just a hung up thing. Okay.
Your music is still playing. Can you pause your music?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just it's off actually. It's off. Can you still hear the music?
Yeah, we still hear the music.
I mean,
You stop the sharing for a moment, and
yeah, I paused the share. Can you hear the music still?
no, it's good.
Because on my system everything is paused. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see.
Now it's
So
good.
yeah, so now I'll just advance the slides and see if this is also again stuck or what. I don't know, it's stuck. It's just not going further.
So can I share the screen then?
Yeah, you just share the screen here. Yeah, please do that. Thank you. So in the meantime, the participants can see these beautiful people on the screen, around 8-9 people. These are the ones who have, Anuben, you can do that in the background, no problem. So we'll save on time.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just speak in the moment till the time about these people. So these people belong to, as you can see, occupational therapists. They are psychologists, psychotherapists. These are the people who understand the human mind very well. And they came out. They did this 4 years churning on 4 years is a pretty long time, churning on what are values about, what different aspects of various values. They have come up with big modules on that, and we are very fortunate to be one of them because it's a truly international program. This program was devised by these people under the inspiration of Dadi Janki, and the name of the foundation is on her name, Janki Foundation, basically for spirituality in healthcare. Just to give you a quick idea about, Dadi Janki, she is no more as a body, but she's still with us in our thoughts. She was 104 years when she left the body around in March, a couple of months ago. And she was admitted once in a hospital in UK in the NHS National Health Services, and there she saw that these doctors and nurses who are coming for the round, they were not really internally happy. They didn't have a sense of self-esteem. They were just sort of working mechanically. So she approached, therefore, these people over there, as you can see, those people, as I already told you all about in the past. So this program is all about how to restore back your self-esteem, how to improve your morale and bring you back into the medical profession. But though this program started for the medical professions, it is no way limited only to them. So don't feel that you're out of place. This is for all professionals, including IT, paramedics, medical, advocates, business, administration, etc.
Okay, there is somebody has raised hand. Do you have any question? Vivo 1920. Interrupt.
I think you can take questions later. Is that okay, Vivo? Yeah. It's good to have names instead of your mobile names, because otherwise we are just calling Vivo. That sounds very odd. So later we would just request you all to change your mobile names into your proper names. Okay, so coming back to Vihasa introduction, as you can see, this program has three key principles. The first key principle is healing thyself. And when it is mentioned physician, basically, as I said, this program was for medicos, therefore doctor apne aap ko theek karo, that was the basic aim. But when I say physician here, for people who are non-medicos, it's basically all of us are our own physicians. We can actually treat ourselves by changing our thoughts, which you all are ready to do that today. I'm sure, therefore, that you all are attending this program. So the first key principle is to heal self. Second is learning through direct experience, which is basically, I tend to use this acronym called FEL. All of you will be practicing facilitated experiential learning. So you'll be learning, no doubt, but it's an experiential way of learning. And I and Praful Bhai and Anu Bhain will just be there to facilitate you. आपकी थोड़ी गाड़ी को जो धक्का start करेंगे, बाकी it's your life journey. You have to carry on that life journey. All these experiences in your life which you will be experiencing. So it is your completely in your domain. You have to do that further. Next, the last principle is action planning. I like to call it, whereby whatever you learn here, you have to not keep it restricted to just this session of say 9 to 11:30. You have to take it back to your पर्सनल लाइफ एंड योर प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, whereby अगर अभी आप तो घर पे बैठे हो बट थोड़ी देर में आप जाओगे शॉपिंग करने 11:30 कुछ खरीदने, and the moment you park your car somewhere, someone comes and gives a dent on your car, or something untoward happens which you don't expect, because life is full of unexpected things. And in that unexpected world drama, which I like to call, can I still maintain my sense of calm and cool inside my head? So that is all about, like today you're learning positivity. So can you translate this positivity back into your field of action where you're working or at home? So that's the third key principle. Next. Why do we call ourselves facilitators? Because facilitation simply means to make things easy. And easy means, as I said, it is your life journey. We'll just give you a dhakka start. And there's a nice Chinese proverb actually, and we can show it. Just click all the three. Yeah, next. Like, if we try to teach medicos in this way, like if I'm doing a surgery, if I'm a surgeon and I'm trying to teach my junior surgeons something, so they will hear about the surgery, but they'll forget it immediately. That's the first step of knowledge. You hear lectures, you hear, but you forget it. Second is if they come to the OT, operating theater room, and be with me, I am operating, they are seeing. So once they see, that gives them a visual effect and they'll remember for their entire life. So seeing something, you try to remember it. And finally, when they are practicing themselves, when they come and become an assistant surgeon with me to start with, they do something themselves, they start cutting things, then they try to understand this is the nerve, this is the muscle, so on and so forth. So finally, now when you're doing this module on positivity, you'll be able to understand it's basically your own sharing, your own reflection, which you all are doing it in groups. And basically, we are there to provide you a supportive environment, whereby we'll be giving you some nice tips. We'll be playing background music, asking you to reflect. And mind well, this program is done by trained facilitators. And I'm sure you'll be inspired to get yourself trained and want to become a facilitator. As I said, this is an international program. It has facilitators in more than 50 countries. So you're really immensely fortunate that we are doing it in India as well. Next. we would be having many training programs once the lockdown opens. We used to have it till March, and we'll be keeping you posted wherever closer to you. You can come and do it as a training program with us. Coming to the learning tools, I won't be spending much of time on that. It's in front of you, but a few learning tools. Today we are doing a very important activity on appreciation. That's the biggest tool which we use in all Vyasa modules. It's called AI, Appreciative Inquiry, whereby when you are sitting in groups with each other, you make sure that you are in an appreciative mode and genuinely from inside. Praful Bhai will be covering that in details, that what is genuine appreciation, what are the 4 principles. I won't go in that details, but be in an appreciative mode. Obviously, we'll be allowing you to meditate as well on a guided commentary, which I'll be doing for you all shortly. Meditation simply means to take care of your thoughts, give your thoughts a proper direction and a purpose. We'll be doing a visualization exercise in the end. Anuben will be helping you with that. Visualization is to see with what is called the third eye, your inner eye, or the eye of wisdom. All of us will be reflecting through all the exercises. Reflection simply means to go inside. We'll give you an activity. You think on that, churn on that, and then sit in groups and discuss and share it with each other. Listening, not hearing. As I said, listening is something which comes from deep within. Again, when you are with the person, are you giving the person full attention? Are you listening to him or her from the heart and soul, or it is just a casual hearing? So it's listening, not hearing. You'll be practicing that. Creativity, playfulness these are 2 activities which we are slightly restricted on virtual Vyasa, because these are the things like you need a paint and a brush or a canvas paper or even a drawing paper with sketch pens. But you can obviously be creative when you are discussing things with each other. So creativity also can be shown. Then playfulness is also one of the childlike activities which we do in Vyasa, which helps in stimulating your creative brain, the right half of brain, which we tend not to use when we become intellectual professionals. So these are the learning tools. And lastly, the last slide will be showing you the modules which we'll be doing. So these are the names of modules. We have purposely taken positivity because we feel that in these tough times of COVID-19 going around, there is a lot of negativity in the atmosphere. Negativity not only in the people's minds, but also negativity has seeped into all the elements. So the water we are consuming is full of fear. The food which we are consuming is also full of fear and negativity. So we thought that let's start with positivity and see how it goes. And then if you want, then we can cover all the modules maybe once a week or once in 15 days as it goes in the drama. So we can do that later, other modules as well. So I think that's it. That's the last slide. So with this, I would now like to pass on to the other facilitators. Thank you for a patient listening, not hearing.
Thank you, Dr. Manoj. So Sister Anna, would you like to go with the first activity for the day?
Right.
And before Anuben starts, I would request everyone to please switch on their video. You can switch on your video and microphone. I'll be shortly enabling the unmute thing, but only unmute it when you are about to speak. And else I would encourage all to switch on their video. Thank you. Over to you, Sister Anna.
Okay, so yeah, please open up your video because we are doing this session together, workshop, maybe virtual, but we are sitting in one room, right? So we should know each other and will not do a very traditional way knowing each other, but let's do a little bit differently. Let me on. So you all have to introduce yourself, right? But we'll make it quick and simple so that we can move on to our exercises. So who are you? You have to tell a value that you connect yourself to, that is close to your heart, that you see in you or you like, and say it as the value and your name. And if possible, say the value that starts with your the first letter of your first name. So my name is Anu, and I will introduce myself to you as appreciative Anu. I like appreciation a lot. So we'll make it simple that we'll say only one value, and it doesn't have to be the first letter of your first name. So think who you are. And also quickly, if you can add the city name. So I'm Appreciative Anu from Vancouver, Canada. And now I would welcome each of you one after the other, or I can let me ask you all, okay? So how about Dr. Vasant?
Anuben, would you like to stop sharing so that we can see the video on full screen? Thanks.
So I'll call Dr. Vasant Sharma, just to make it fast. Unmute yourself, please. I can't unmute him. So
Okay.
yes, we can hear you. Uh-oh. You have muted yourself again.
So I am
good.
Dr. Vasant Sharma from Jaipur. I value self. Valuing self is the value which I prefer.
Valuing self. Valuing
Yeah.
self. Great. Welcome, Dr. Vasant. iPad. I don't know who is this. So, do you know whom I am calling out to? Can you unmute? Okay. iPad, whose name is iPad. I see a beautiful lady there. Yeah, can you unmute yourself, please? Yes.
Om Shanti Didi. Myself, Loving Lata.
Loving Lata.
From Buldhana, Maharashtra.
Okay. Wow. Welcome. Thank you. We'll move to Rahul Garg. You are joining back, I'm sure.
Yes, good morning. Reflective Rahul here from Noida.
From Noida, Reflective Rahul. Dr. Aruna too, you are joining back. Maybe quickly if you can say, if you remember your value and quickly.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Aruna from Faridabad, and value I shared last time was honesty, and this time I say Karam Yogi.
What is that?
Karam Yogi, Dr. Aruna.
Karam Yogi. Okay, good. Very nice. Radhika, can we hear from you, please? Unmute.
Om Shanti. I am Real Radhika from Jalandhar, Punjab.
Okay, Real Radhika from Jalandhar, Punjab. Welcome. Raj. Can you unmute yourself, Raj Chetty, and introduce yourself with your value?
Om Shanti, I'm Raj from South Africa, and respect and responsibility.
Responsible, Raj from South Africa. Thank you. Welcome. Because of time, we don't want to take a lot of time.
It's cold here.
It's cold there?
Yeah.
Good, good. It's cold here too.
Up.
Okay. Thank you. Neha LG. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, myself Nehal.
Nehal.
Okay, I need to myself Loving Nehal from Pune.
Loving
Maharashtra.
Pune. Thank you. Rishabh, can you unmute?
Yeah, Om Shanti everyone. Myself Radiant Rishabh from Delhi.
Radiant Rishabh from Delhi. Very nice. PK Supriya.
Stable Supriya from Pune.
Stable Supriya from Pune. Very nice. Welcome. I think welcome back, right? Yeah. Shena Tukral.
Om Shanti. I am Shining Star Shaina from Jalandhar, Punjab.
Okay, Shining Star from Jalandhar, Punjab. Shaina. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, Anjali, please unmute.
I am Victorious Vidhi from Bombay. That's my daughter's login name actually.
Okay, Victorious Vidhi from
Bombay.
Bombay. Welcome. Okay, sure. Sujata Naik.
Om Shanti Didi. I am Sujata from Pune. Values, I am looking supportive.
Supportive Sujata. Thank you. Welcome. Who's Galaxy J7 Max? Who is that? If you can come on video, that's great. If not, it's okay. Can you unmute? Galaxy J7 Max. Yes. Can you speak? Hello. Okay. If you need more time, maybe we'll come back to you. Sumit, please unmute. Yeah.
I'm Sumit from Mumbai. My values are sincerity.
Okay, sincerity. Sincere Sumit from Mumbai. Welcome. Dr. Rajeshri Kote. Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Rajeshri from, I'm a positive Rajeshri from Nagpur.
Okay, positive Rajeshri from
Positivity is the value. Yeah.
Very good. So that will be great today. You are already spreading that positive energy. Welcome. Christian, please unmute yourself. Christian, MIGL. Yep.
Shanti Didi, I am Christian Miglani from
From
Gurgaon, Gurugram.
Gurgaon. What is your value?
I just positivity and positive thoughts.
Okay, positive thoughts, positivity. Okay, we'll take that. Maybe by end of the session you'll have more defined value. But welcome, Krishan. Narendra. Please unmute. Yes. We can't hear you. Okay. We couldn't hear you, Narendra, by the way. Maybe internet thing. And Galaxy J7 Max, you want to speak up now? Okay, maybe we'll move on. Thank you very much. So let's see. What is that we got? Okay, look at that.
So I have just highlighted in yellow the values which got repeated from the last time. So the first part of this exercise we had. So the yellow ones are the ones which we repeated today, and most of them were the ones who came today, and these towards the right from reflection to supportive we find the new values.
Great. See, so many values. We are values here. You're not just names or persons, right? And we are here. So many values in this room. Let's start with that. Are you already feeling? See, look at the values. Just, look through them and feel what you're feeling. Thank you very much. And I think we'll move on now.
Maybe if you want, you all can take a snapshot so that it's good to have so many values handy, because otherwise we don't churn so many, but yeah, it will be handy. So I would encourage participants to maybe take a screenshot or something. Okay, Sister, thanks.
Great. So let's move on. We'll do first exercise, that is surfacing positive thoughts, right? Last time whoever were here, we saw the benefits of positive thoughts. Now it is truly a reflective exercise where we'll reflect through to find out positive thoughts within. But before we can start, let's go within and upon that inner calm where we can find these positive thoughts to bring to the surface. And for that, I will request Dr. Bai to take us through the silent meditation. Manoj
Yes,
bhai.
thank you, Anu Behan. I'm here.
Okay.
So,
Actually, okay, go ahead.
so before I take you into meditative mode, just a brief thing about this exercise. This exercise is all about surfacing. So basically, it means that all of us are intrinsically highly positive. We have a lot of positive thoughts inside our subconscious mind. You know, the mind has two layers, broadly speaking, the conscious layer and the subconscious layer. So consciously, we create negative thoughts because we are surrounded by a lot of negativity around. But we have a big bhandara, a big storehouse, or a big khazana, what we call inside the subconscious. So what I'll be allowing you all and helping you all to do now is, I'll be taking you through a small guided meditation commentary, and you have to surface those, take it out from the depths of your subconscious mind and get it onto your conscious layer. Because the next activity which you will be doing, you will be needing all those thoughts. So it is good that those thoughts are lingering on your surface, not inside the depths of your subconscious. So let's start. I would like to apologize because if you can hear some background noises of some rickshaw or something, apologies for that, but try to just uh, maintain the silence inside, that's all. So let's start. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply. As you do so, you start feeling more and more relaxed. Relax your body. Relax. Now very gently and gradually, tell your mind, oh my dear mind, let me explore this beautiful journey today by starting with going into my subconscious layers. It can feel very daunting to start with, but I'll help you on this tough journey. Ask your mind to create this beautiful thought to start with. I am a peaceful and positive being. Aha, what a beautiful thought. I am peace. Nothing but only peace and peace. With this peaceful state of mind, rest your mind gently to go a bit more deeper inside and create this new beautiful thought that I am inherently positive. मैं तो हूँ ही सकारात्मक. पॉजिटिविटी मेरा ओरिजिनल संस्कार है जो मेरे अंदर कूट कूट के भरा हुआ है. I am inherently positive. And now as you say this to your subconscious mind, it's a bit of a awakening from the sleep because आपका subconscious mind थोड़ा जग गया है. And अभी उसे हेल्प करें और थोड़े थोड़े पॉजिटिव विचार. Tell your mind, I have been through difficult situations in life, but I am still here. बहुत सारी चीजें देखी हैं मैंने life में, but I have been victorious. I am still here with all of you, again bounced back in action, maintaining my positive and peaceful state of mind. तो ये सब मेरे अंदर ही है ना. It is I who choose to create a positive thought or not. Whatever the situation may be outside, highly challenging and severely negative, but still my subconscious will always be there to help me. That is you, my mind, that I can still manage to create a positive thought. So here I am today, surrendering myself fully to the Supreme Being, Supreme Power, God, जो भी आप बोलो, allowing Him to use me and guide me in creating positive thoughts on my this beautiful 1.5 journey of Vihasa. And from this beautiful experience, I'll be learning how to create this in my future life with difficult situations when they come up. And again, say to yourself, I am a positive and a peaceful being of light. So with this beautiful thought, whereby now positive thoughts have emerged on the surface, we now request Anu Behem to take us in the depth of the activity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Manoj Bhai. That was nice meditation. Just self-reflection deep within. And I'm sure you all are feeling that silence within. Hold on to it. Sit comfortably, but alert. We will ask you to see through few situations in your own life. So it will be reflection of few situations in your own life, and see how positive thought, what kind of positive thought was emerging and what did it make you feel. So we will take you through this exercise where you will tap onto that situations and feel the thoughts that you yourself created. So for that, I will have few questions. So this will be the worksheet. So you all have a notepad and pen. So please create a box or create 4 compartments, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go one after the other. So we are looking at positive thoughts that I have within me. So each one of you, right? We already just experienced how does it feel to have positive thoughts. If we can bring our mind to that silent core of positive thoughts or to the positive thought, it makes us feel so good. And now let's look through few scenarios in our life. The very first one is the self, about the self. Think of a situation where you felt very happy, very good. We have many situations. Just go for one situation where you felt very happy, very good about yourself. I hope you all can go as I'm saying, right? As you tap onto the situation, right? Now think what kind of thought was in your mind. What were you thinking? What kind of positive thought was there in your mind when you felt happy? So in this exercise, we'll avoid any negative thoughts or feelings. We are tapping onto positive thoughts that is within us. It exists in our life every day, so many times. We are trying to tap onto that. So think about yourself where you felt very happy and what was the thought. I hope it's clear. So you can start now. I'll give you 2 minutes. Hopefully 2 minutes is good for all. I hope everybody's doing fine. Okay, we can move to the next one if everybody has finished. Okay, give me one sec. So give me 1 second. Sorry about the time I missed. Somehow, maybe I need help from Praful Bhai to share the screen. That is something not right. Is Praful Bhai? Can you share, please? Okay, everybody has done their, for the self, a positive thought connecting to a situation. Okay, now it's working here. Okay, so is everybody is with me for the self, are we done? And write it down very well, because we will share later on with others. So if you're all done, let's move to the second part. So about self, you must have discovered or found out some of the positive thought that you created. Now for the others, right? All the 4 important aspects of our life, we'll look at that. So for others, think about someone who is difficult for you. We have positive thoughts when we deal with people who are good to us or who are easy, but we have also people who are a bit difficult to get along with. And think about a person with whom, when you were together, you could get along easily. It was easy that day. I hope you have any situation like that, where you can tap onto a situation where you were with someone difficult to get along, but you felt relaxed, easy. It was a good conversation. So go to that situation and catch what was the positive thought you had that day. And if by chance you don't find any situation like that, in case, then think what should be the positive thought that can resolve that difficult situation. So I'm just giving that idea. So write it down clearly on your notepad, please. I hope everybody's done. Maybe we can take just 1 more minute for another person in a situation. What was your positive thought? So are you all done? Can we move to the third one? The third is a current situation. a current situation. Think of a situation and which is difficult, or people would see it as a difficult situation, and however you are able to handle it. Like you have that quality of a positive thought, positive attitude with which a difficult current situation you can handle, or what would be the positive thought in that situation. So I hope that's clear. So let's reflect on that. Write down a current situation you are in where the positive thought that you create that is helping you to go through that situation easily. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. I hope everyone has written it. Just few more seconds will take before we move to the fourth one. Okay, are we ready to move to the fourth scenario of our life? Everyone ready? If anyone not ready, please raise your hand, electronic hand. Okay, the fourth scenario is anticipation of a difficult situation, so that you think you may face in your near future. So what are the thought pattern that is making you anxious, or how do you feel about it? So think of a situation that you may be going to face soon, and what are the negative thoughts, and how you can change it to a positive thought that can help you, that can make you calm, look at the solutions and move forward. So what would be your positive thought for that situation to keep yourself strong to move forward? So let's take a few minutes to reflect and write it down. Are we all doing good? Now, if we have all written all the 4 aspects, the positive thoughts that you could catch, that were the patterns that you thought about, also connect with the belief system. There are inherent belief systems which is always there in your inner conscience that helps you to listen to and create the positive thoughts. So if in this reflection exercise now, any particular belief system or positive thoughts that you can catch on that is surfacing, write them down, whichever category it belongs to, particularly for the self. So just 2 more minutes for that, and then we'll move on to the next one. We'll be sharing with others, so write it clearly. Yes. Thank you for helping with that. I know.
And just a small instruction to all the participants. So when you'll be working in groups now, so try not to discuss in detail about what the situation was, like or what you'll be anticipating in future or what currently you're going to. Try to look at the question, try to come out with the positive thoughts and the beliefs. Because this exercise is all about, you have already, through the meditative exercise, you have got out the positive thoughts on your surface of your conscious mind, but now you have to pen it down, which I'm sure in the last 20-25 minutes you have done. So when you're discussing in groups, discuss those positive thoughts and beliefs. Don't try to discuss the difficult situation or the current situation. So that's just my request to all the participants. Thank you.
So was it good? You all could write down for all the 4 categories, and hope you did, as Dr. Manoj said. While sharing, we'll not share much of the situation. Focus on what was the positive thoughts and beliefs came out of it. We want to register that, and that would be the discussion point. So maybe next one, what is that we'll do? So now we'll do one thing that's called the group discussion. Virtually, it would be breakout rooms that all of you will be divided into small groups, few groups of 2, 3, 4. Praful Bhai will share that soon. And as you will go to your breakout rooms, you will share with each other. And these will be the group names, as you can see, value-based, that positive energy-based. You will be beautiful groups like appreciative angels, beautiful butterflies, compassionate carriers, flying farishta. All of this will show you soon which group you will be belonging to. Everybody, I'll request to mute yourself when you enter. So for that, a few descriptions, guidelines. Okay, maybe I'll invite, before I go through the instructions, I'll ask Praful Bhai to show the groups and the people's name, please.
Yeah, sure, Sister Anu. So let me quickly share my screen. And yeah, I hope that you can see the group names. So what we have done is, we have divided you all into 6 groups, and there are around 3 to 4 members in each groups. So as you can see, the first group is Appreciative Angels, which has members like Anjali, Lukasa, and iPad. Beautiful Butterflies,
Praful
Supriya,
Bhai,
Vasant.
sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. It's a very whatever you're sharing on the screen is very blurred. You just can't read it.
I can see it. Can everybody see it? It's not blurred, it's small.
Yes, we
For
can
me. You can see?
Yeah. So those who can't see, they can just pinch in the screen.
Yeah,
so
just
that,
tell them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can, if you're logged in from your mobile device, you can just pinch in and zoom it a bit. And anyways, I'm reading out the names, so y'all will get to know. So Appreciative Angels, it's Anjali, Lucasa iPad. Then Beautiful Butterfly, Supriya, Vasant, Galaxy, Narendra. Compassionate Carers is Rajeshri, Nehul, Radhika Gupta. Flying Farishta is Kishan, Raj, Rishabh. Fragrant Flowers is Archana, Saina, and Sujata. Happy Hearts, Aruna, Rahul, Sumit. So I believe we have added all of y'all in group of 3, except for that second one. I think Beautiful Butterfly has 4. So if you don't remember your group name, it's okay. When you enter into the breakout session, the names will be written at the top. So what all y'all need to do is just when you get into the group, y'all can unmute yourself and get into a conversation with whatever Sister Anu has asked y'all to do. And then one of y'all can quickly make out the notes of the main key outputs of your conversation. Over to you, Sister Anu.
Okay. So okay, so few instructions. So I hope you have registered which group you belong to. Doesn't matter, but you will see as you will move to the group name on the top. And as Praful brother said, you have to discuss among yourselves very quickly the positive thoughts, the beliefs, the values that emerged through this reflection exercise. And also choose one spokesperson, one person who would be sharing mostly the outcome after coming back. And so now what will happen is that you will be directed automatically to join your breakout rooms. So by chance, if you're not directed automatically, then there will be a screen on your screen. There will be with a click for joining little window. So you can click on that, then you can join the breakout room. And there will be a ask for help button there. In case something not working, you need help, then click on that. One of us can get there to help, whatever you need. And you can see the breakout room name, which breakout group you belong to. Then comes, you can leave the breakout room to return to the main room anytime, but there will be, when you click on the leave button, then press return to main session or leave breakout room. Do not click on leave meeting room, then it will take you out of the meeting. And by chance, if you are gone out of the meeting, join back again. So I hope that is clear. You will be now transported to your beautiful groups and share among yourselves, and then come back. You will get a notification at least 5 minutes before that 5 more minutes remained, and then you will be automatically coming back actually towards the end. But if you're done with your discussions, you can come back together, like press the button leave and come back to the main session. So we'll give about 15 minutes for the discussion. So, or maybe 10 minutes. If you're done, you would come back. But we are keeping for 15 minutes. But if you are all done, please come back to the main room and enjoy the sharing. And let's hear it out from all of you after the breakout room discussion. Thank you. So now Praful brother will.
So, Sister Anu, you want the breakout room for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, let's do
okay.
15.
Sure. I'm breaking it out.
Fragrant flowers. If your person can share the sharing. So you can randomly pick on, yeah, sorry, you can randomly pick on it, but and just tell us the positive thoughts about any of them. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, yes, you're perfect. Thank you.
Okay. For the self, what I felt that I have written, whatever is happening is for my benefit, and what I learned from them is that we have to remember I have so many qualities in me. We have to remember
Okay, so all is
always.
for my benefit. Yes.
Yeah.
So I am full of qualities. So that is another for self, and all is for my benefit. Okay.
Yes, and
Next.
for others, we have to always remember that there is a margin to change for everybody, and as I feel I am powerful, and I should also feel that they too are powerful to change.
So margin for everybody to change, and they are also powerful. I am powerful. Okay. Right. Next.
For the current situation, I trust drama. The word drama I trust, and this period is for my empowerment. Whatever I'm going through is for my empowerment.
Okay. So I trust in drama, and drama is always what beneficial, as you said, and it empowers me. So drama is beneficial, and it empowers me. Right.
Yes. Anticipation
Okay.
of difficult situation. Next. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let Baba plan the best for me. What we have come out.
Okay.
Let us not plan. Let Baba plan for us. And next one, I will always remain positive. What crux I took out.
Okay. So for people who are just not used to these words, I would just say Baba is the supreme energy. We just refer to Baba, God as our father. So we call him bade pyar se Baba. So what she's trying to say is that let God plan for me whatever is good for me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, brother.
Thank
You, brother.
Okay, thank you. We move on to appreciative angels.
Lataji, do you want to share? Should you want to share? Okay. Om Shanti. For the self, I had the thought that I'm God's child, and His hand is always on us. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're absolutely fine. Next, others.
Next, others was to see goodness in all. The moment we were seeing too much weakness, it was lowering our energy, and the momentum of negative thoughts would, be built up. So then I started seeing goodness in small things and in everybody.
Okay.
Then current situation, that God, once I connect to the eternal source, once I download His energy, His hand is always on us in every task. We just have to connect to Him.
Okay, so God's hands are always on me. So you can write that down after connecting.
So
okay.
Once we
God's hand is on me.
Yes. And anticipation of a difficult situation, instead of fear and anxiety, I learned from Dadi Janki. She says, first you remain light, then you get God's might, and then everything becomes right. So in many situations, I follow this, and then really everything becomes right. So there is no need of fear and anxiety. So only faith and patience will lead us to a better life.
Okay, good. So light, might, and right. Thank you, sister Anjali. We move on to next group, beautiful butterflies. Beautiful butterflies, your spokesperson. Yeah.
Yes. For self, mainly the good qualities that I have, and the most important thing is God is taking care of me and guiding me, and let me go according to what He's been teaching me. My love for Him is above everything that is coming in front of me. So I just need to focus on that love, and for that love I need to act according to what He says. So that is the positive thought.
So Anubain will not repeat whatever it is coming out. So good qualities I have is same as full of qualities. We'll just write focus on God's. What did you say, Supriya Ben? Focus on God's.
My love for Him and His love for me. So for that love I need to do.
So focus on God's love, and the love is mutual. Mutual love for God.
Okay. And for others,
okay,
we can focus on what good they have done to us in past. Like along with looking at their specialities, we can also focus on what good they have done to us rather than just focusing on what wrong they have done to us.
Okay.
This way we'll be in a better position to deal with them. Third one, for current situation, we can focus on what it is offering me rather than something has happened or some situation is there. Let us now think how to solve this rather than just be problem oriented. Let us think of the solution.
So think of so be solution oriented and not problem oriented, to summarize. Okay, next.
Right. Fourth one, let us take all the precautions so that whatever we are anticipating will not harm us. Whatever precautions, whatever care we need to take, and let us have good faith so that we'll be able to handle the anticipated difficult situation.
So faith is your precaution. Okay, for that. So I was just wanting to know what precaution you are saying or what positive thought. So faith is the precaution. Okay. So we are just sort of in a difficult situation is not yet come to you, but when it comes, we are ready with it with full faith, right? That's what you say, correct?
Yes, and some practical things also, like some practical, few of us discussed about the corona, like after few days when we need to go out, that time what we will do, and people have those anticipations in mind. So this time we can take care of building the immunity, thinking good, and all of those things. So precautions need to be taken along with faith.
Yeah, so I would, the thought which would be saying that I will take care of myself, right? Because we need to write down the thought. So can I say I will take care of myself? Is that okay? I can write that?
Yes.
Okay, so I will take care of myself.
Yes.
You can maybe write down the next line as another thought. I will take care of myself. Yeah, thanks. We move on to the next group, compassionate carers.
Om Shanti, I'm Radhika.
Yes.
Not able to have much discussion because two people were not able to connect, but little discussion which we had, I will discuss accordingly. So for the first self, the thought was that when we are able to help someone, when we are able to do something successfully, then we feel happy.
So I am happy. That's the thought
Yes.
for self. Okay.
Yes. I'm happy when I'm able to do the
When
things
I'm able
properly.
to help. Okay.
Yes, when I'm able to help.
Okay, next.
For others, the core thing is that we can see goodness, because every person has some positivity, some goodness in them. So we should try to look into that. If we are able to see that goodness, then our perspective for others change. Immediately.
So Priya Behan has to just unmute her. This is the same, we get the goodness and all. This is again repeating. And maybe perspective is different. That's a different thought. So perspective difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
thinking change
Next.
when we think differently about them. For current situation, for the current situation, I would say that God wants to teach me a lesson. So I should try to learn it properly. I should try to change myself. I should try to make myself more powerful.
Okay.
And for anticipation of a difficult situation, I'm a powerful being and God is always with me. So everything will be fine with me. It's
So I'm
faith on
powerful
myself,
being.
on Baba, and on drama. Yes.
So I'm powerful, everything
I'm
is
a
fine,
powerful being.
and God is with me.
God is always with me, and everything will be fine. So faith on myself, God, and drama.
Okay, good. Thank you, Radhika Behan. Now we move on to the next group, Flying Farishte.
Okay, Om Shanti, everyone.
Yeah.
So our major learning was that for the self, actually there's a bit disturbance from my end, so
That's okay. We can hear those background noises. Doesn't matter.
okay. So yeah, so we have an inherent feeling of calmness and peace inside us. So like it is for the self, and we should focus on these inherent feelings that we have within us. For others, it is at looking at positivity of others and to help that person out in the best way possible.
So
To
look
help
at positive in others. Okay.
to help them form a
To help
solution
them
around their problems.
achieve something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then a current situation,
Okay.
it would be like when people are finding it hard to like right now make use of this time of lockdown and to stay in the four walls of the house. So like it's a very good time for us to be like staying like use this time to reflect and stay silent.
So you can just write down the thought to reflect and to remain silent.
To reflect and to remain silent for us. Yeah.
Okay. During
Antici-
lockdown. Okay.
yeah, anticipation. Okay, one more thing. One more brother said in the group. It's don't pay attention to the drama.
Don't pay or pay attention.
Pay attention. Pay attention to the drama.
Okay, so life is a drama. So I think we have that already written, trust on drama, because we'll need space for the other people. So trust on drama, whatever is happening is for benefit.
Okay.
So it resonates with that. Okay. And anticipation of a difficult?
It would be to it's insecurity. Insecurity about the future. So a positive like what the positive thought is in this is to like to give it more positive vibrations so that the fear and the insecurity doesn't become aggravated.
Okay, so positive vibrations. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank
And
you
now
so
we
much.
move on to the last group, Happy Hearts.
Om Shanti.
Yes.
For self, we have points like we are contributing in a situation, that we are using ourselves well. Then it is we are capable
audible.
of handling. Yeah, I'm audible.
You're audible, but it's
Audible
slightly
now?
low volume. Yeah. So using the self well and confident. Okay. Anuben could hear it. Others, yeah.
Yeah. Others, it is in self. There is one more point, that we have the power to transform any negative situation into the positive one.
So I have the power to transform. Okay.
Then ignore the negative things.
So that is in self.
And others, yeah.
Okay. Others.
In others, we have the points that each one is basically and inherently a good person.
So again, it burns down to goodness in others. Okay.
Yeah. And then there is proper communication.
So see the inherent goodness and be a good communicator. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Current situation, being a good communicator.
God is with
God is
us
with
to
us.
take care.
Okay. So again, it's the same God teaching a lesson. God is connecting. Fine. Okay.
Confidence on ourselves.
So I am a confident soul. So you can write down confident soul. Yes.
See the solutions and not the magnitude of the situation.
So we have already mentioned solution
This is
oriented,
also
not trying
there.
to resolve the problem, but on the focus on the solution. Right. And lastly, anticipation.
There is opportunity in okay, there is one point in current situation that there is opportunity in every difficult situation, whether we are able to see it or not.
So look at opportunities. So rather than focus on solution, just Anuben write focus on opportunities because solution is already there. So focus on the opportunities in any situation. Right. Anticipation of a difficult.
That we have enough inner and external resources to deal with every situation.
So I'm full of it. Eternal, internal and external resources. So I'm resourceful. Okay.
Yeah.
Eternal, external and
Collect
internal
more
resources.
information.
Collect more
Collect
information.
more information about the situation.
Okay.
And not be very reactive about the
So be
situation.
responsive, not reactive. Can we write it that way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so
one should be courageous, doing their duties.
And so be empowered and courageous. Okay.
Yeah. And whatever situation we are facing, we have something to contribute in it from our side.
So come what may, I am contributing to everything. So in a difficult situation, I can contribute. So if you have space, you can write, I can contribute. Okay. Thank you, sister Aruna. Okay, so I think all the groups have already shared. So I would not really take a long time, but I would just like to summarize. If you can see beautiful thoughts which have come out here, and all of you have actually, there's a bit of overlap, but that will always be there. But as you can see, all the positive thoughts and beliefs, you can see, they come out with some sort of value. So as you can see particularly in the second column, it's mentioned that we have to look at the goodness in all. So goodness in all is basically looking at the values in all and look at it from their perspective, not look at it from here. So like this is what we say, wearing the shoes of others and see what they are trying to mention. Then everyone in difficult situations is always trying to remember God. So that is, he is a sort of what do you call the pivotal point or the reference point where कहते हैं ना हिंदी में जब दुख आता है तो भगवान याद आता है. So it is a good way to connect to him at least when we are in a difficult situation. So that stands out as a very common thing, that God is the one where we are constantly being connected to for every problems to get a solution. Then other thing is looking at full of values in self. So as someone said that we have those inherent feelings of calmness and peace. God is loving me, so I'm also loving God. So all these show that, and it's a beautiful sharing which you all have come up with. And lastly, I would want to focus on anticipation of a difficult situation. I like that all of you have mentioned that we should have faith in ourselves. We are empowered, we are courageous. Again, all these three are beautiful human values which we are looking at. And also, again, connecting to God will help us to come out of every difficult situation. So many people ask us, "Aap hame vihasa kara rahe, everything positive. Why are you asking us to think of a negative or a difficult situation right now?" So it is just to keep you prepared for a difficult situation. Because if you are prepared, It will really help you rather than just, because things come unexpected in our life. So rather than just jumping into an unexpected thing, you're already prepared. Yeah, ye hona tha, but I am prepared for that. So thank you so much, all of you. It's a beautiful sharing. If you all want, it's in the full screen mode now. If you all want to take a snapshot of this in your mobile, and then you all can churn on it later when you, after the session is over, that this is what you all have come out with. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Now we move on to the next activity, and I would like Praful Bhai to take the lead in that. Thank you. Over to you, Praful Bhai.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Manoj. So I hope you all have enjoyed this activity, and very nicely you all surfaced very good positive thoughts. Now we will be moving one step ahead. When it comes to positive thoughts for self, the next step is also radiating that energy to others. And the best way we can radiate energy to others is by appreciating others. I would just like you all to recall an example, like when there is a child is small, he's learning to walk, he can't walk rather, and then you encourage that child to walk. So you always appreciate that. Okay, you can walk. Yes, yes, one more step, go ahead, go ahead. We keep on encouraging that child. If the child falls down, we don't say the child that, oh, I'm teaching you from so long, why aren't you listening to me? You're very bad, you don't understand things, you're of no use. We don't say that, right? No matter how much ever the child falls, we always encourage them, the child. Same thing even happens with us. While we are in our workplace, while we are in our family, while we are with friends, the words of appreciation really helps to put on the positive energy, encouragement for the other, as well as also it helps us regenerate. It helps us also happy. You might not have felt bad after appreciating others. Always you might have felt happy, right? So let me quickly share the slide with you all. Let's go through a short exercise of appreciating others. It's like a 15 minutes exercise. I hope you all can see the screen. So as I mentioned, appreciating others really helps the self-respect. I will slowly move on to the 4 rules which we should keep in mind while appreciating others. Okay. And as I say, the 4 rules, I also display them on the screen. So first one is be sincere. It's very important that when we say that we are appreciating others, don't we just, give a plastic smile, or just don't appreciate for the sake of appreciating. It should be inherent. It should come from within. Otherwise it will, because more than your appreciation, the vibrations is what I think gets conveyed to other person. So make sure that we are very sincere. Second thing is that let's be specific. Okay. So when I say specific, don't just tell others that very good, well done. It's okay to use those words, but give a specific point which you liked about that person. Okay. So for example, if there is a maid at my home and she has cleaned up the vessels very much. So what I can tell her, well done, you have done very good job. I see the vessels are shining so nicely. Something like that. So I'm focusing on that specific quality of that person. Maybe I can take another example. So if some colleague in my office has done some good work, instead of telling very well done, I can mention that very well done. That complex part of dealing with the client was really very much greatly handled by you. Something like that. Okay. Then the third one in the line is that identify the quality. Okay. So as you are being specific and being sincere, you can focus on that quality of what that person is possessing. So for example, a person could be very punctual. You have done this work you have done this work so well. I appreciate you have such quality of punctuality in you. Something like that. So obviously we have made a list of so many values today morning. So maybe one of those, or whatever you feel the other person is having quality of, you can mention that. And the fourth important point is, what I feel is the important point out of the 4, is be aware of the spoilers. It sometimes so happens that we encourage others, we appreciate others, but towards the end we say some such statement that really brings the morale of that other person down. For example, let me go back to the example which I gave of the maid. Suppose if that maid has cleaned up the vessels and I just appreciate her, Oh, today you have cleaned the vessel so nicely. I really appreciate. Why can't you do this every day? So when I add this last line, what happens is, जो मजा होता है, the kind of morale which have been built up with my earlier statement, that really goes down after this spoiler which I add. Okay. For example, my child has got good marks in examination. So if I'm encouraging, appreciating that child, dear child, you have done really great. You have got such a good marks. I hope you could have got such good marks in your last exam also. If I make that statement, then again that becomes a spoiler. So whenever we have any of such appreciation, let's take care of these 4 basic rules. Of course, there could be even many more, but we just thought to highlight the 4 ones which we felt are the most important. So now I would like you all to go into an exercise mode, because as Dr. Manoj earlier stated that this is not a lecture session, it is more on a doing thing. So I would encourage you all to take a piece of paper and a pen, and I will present in front of you all 2 questions. Okay. So first question is, write down specific words of appreciation for a family member or a friend or anyone whom you have taken care of now or you have taken care of in the past. Okay. So just note it down, because it's very easy to, but before noting it down, I would first encourage you all to reflect. Don't directly come into the writing mode. First, you could just reflect for some time, and then gradually you can write. Let me share the slide again with you all. So while thinking of the statement, just think of any situation. Maybe there would be a patient at your home. May there could be a tough time for the person, and you really took care of that person. Maybe in the past, or you're doing it at present. Just write the specific words of appreciation which you feel would be good. I would also encourage you all to see the second question. The second question is, at work, how can you be more appreciative of others in few different ways or in few different work situations? So for example, while having a conversation with your colleague, maybe that colleague is a senior or a junior person, a student if you are working in a educational institution, school, college, student or supervisor, any administrative assistant, or any of the professional work which you feel relevant for you. How can you appreciate others? You can mention maybe 2 to 3 such statements. Probably all of you all might have written. So now I would encourage all to share a couple of appreciation points which you have written that can really give us insights and also others some insights on what you have really written. So who would like to go first? Either you can raise your hands or yeah. So I can see Sister Anjali. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. For family members, like my husband is very supportive. No criticism, no judgment. Very, very loving. That unconditional love and very understanding, without finding any faults, no judgment at all. And a lot of space for individual to be themselves, perform their activities, like no interference at all, which gives a lot of support and love. And in turn, that energy is so high in the house, a lot of positive energy, which, the atmosphere also feels great.
Yeah. So the question is, how would you appreciate him? What specific words will you use to appreciate him for such good values?
Yes, very, I should say, very unconditional love. This is unconditional love, I would say.
No, that's okay. But how would you appreciate? Suppose now consider myself in place of your husband, and you want to appreciate me. What will you say? That statement is what I wanted. Yeah.
Okay. So I really, accept him the way he is.
Accept you the way you are, right? I'm telling you to give the exact words which you will be telling to him, right?
Okay. Yeah. So,
okay, but very good, very good. Maybe you can rephrase the statement. You might not
yes,
have got
I will
the yeah. But I really appreciate that you have really identified very good qualities. That is very well done. So I saw iPad. You also raise your hand. Sorry, sister, I forgot. Yeah, iPad. You would like to say something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bhaiji. Yeah. Actually, myself, Dr. Lata, I could not manage rename for my iPad.
I'll do that right now. Perfect. Go ahead.
Yeah. For family, um, my baby, my son, 8 years old is right now. And, I mentioned him, right? Wow, Viraj, you are really sincere and disciplined. That reminds me for Ghanta Gadi, which used to have that heavy for garbage collection by municipal corporation, and he used to go him for disposable of garbage after my personal experience.
Oh wow, that's very good. So how would you appreciate? Can you just tell that one statement again?
Wow, Viraj, you are really sincere and disciplined. That he reminds.
Yeah. So you have also given the words. You have also identified the qualities, sincere and discipline, and you have also given the specific thing which you appreciated in that cleaning up the garbage thing. So that's very good. Anyone else? Let's take a few more sharings. Anybody would like to? You can share your hands, or you can maybe unmute yourself. Or maybe you can even write in the chat window if you all have written anything specific. So would you like me to call out names, or? So okay, let me
Okay, I
call
will
out
share.
names. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, for family, I've written you are doing such a good job and focusing on your health and eating healthy food. Really, I appreciate it. And for office, I've written Wow, you have done such a fantastic job in handling production deployment so smoothly and without any issues.
Wow, very good.
Secondly, one more for office I've written. I appreciate the way you were so calm in solving this crisis situation
Okay.
and leading it to the solution.
Okay. That's very good.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
it.
Thanks. Anything you would like to share, Sister Archana? Archana Rane?
Yes, always I am appreciating my son whenever he helps me. Na? At that time, always I used to say that you are very nice soul, great soul, means divine soul. And what I used to say him that okay, always always express your divine qualities with your friends also.
Okay.
And
And
we
what?
continue for every day.
Okay.
It's
And
in household.
any specific thing which you appreciate him for? Any specific thing? What you like? What you appreciate about him? You have mentioned the qualities. You also mentioned the appreciative word. But what specific thing you liked about him?
He is very truthful.
Truthful is a quality. That is good. Any specific thing he told truth? So suppose if I am your son, how would you appreciate me? What words you will use? Keep those 4 things in mind. The one which we learned. Okay. One is I think you remember all the 4, right?
Yes.
Be sincere, specific, quality oriented, and beware of the spoilers. So how would you appreciate? So okay, let me help you. So as you mentioned that he's very truthful. So dear so and so, I really appreciate you're so truthful. I saw that you have told me about your friends, everything right. You tell me everything what is happening in your school. So when I mention that, it becomes more specific. तो जब स्पेसिफिक बताते हैं तो वो व्यक्ति को पता चलता है कि मैं मेरी कौन सी क्वालिटी या मेरा कौन सा एस्पेक्ट अप्रिशिएट किया जा रहा है. So very good, Sister Archana. Maybe we can take a couple of others. Anybody would like to share?
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, brother, tell me.
I'm sorry I got disconnected due to power breakdown, but yes, I am of a firm conviction that appreciation at any level, of course, without the conditions like you mentioned in the initial stage, especially in case of your juniors, and helps. It works a lot.
Yes.
And they relish it more than anybody else.
Definitely. So any specific appreciation words would you like to share? You have appreciated anyone in the past or at the present?
Depending on the situation, you are nice, you are gentle, you have done good things, you are helpful. The common adjectives which we can always use it. Of course, the person and situation. And it goes, and one more feature, I don't need to, I hope everybody must be aware. When you call somebody by the first name, it really touches his pulse, his nerve.
Very important. So yeah, when we address anybody with their name, it really feels the other person that I am getting highlighted, you know. So that is very good. Very good.
It
What you
touches.
stated. Yeah. Okay, so I think we had a couple of good sharings. That is really nice, and I hope you all might have got the gist behind doing this exercise. But yeah, whenever you all have free time, or whenever if you would have to reflect on this exercise again, prepare those specific statements which you would like to tell others. Because when we take care of these things, like brother just stated, mentioning first name, mentioning then qualities, mentioning a specific task which you like about that person, if we have our statements structured in a structured way, that really helps to boost up the morale of the other person of whom we are appreciating. So yeah, that's all about this exercise. Now we'll move on to the final exercise of the day, and I would request Sister Anu to take us to that exercise. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Praful Bhai. So that was beautiful. We saw positive thoughts within us and how to appreciate again the self, others, but specific and quality oriented. So as we have come to this point now, let's now look at another aspect, that how can we bring positive qualities that's within us for negative situations. We now know that we have it within us, but what could be a technique, or how can we easily, quickly look at the, we said that look at positive, ignore negative, but are we able to do that? So I'll share the screen, hold on. So that was beautiful. So many appreciative points. Now, so this will be a visualization exercise, and it is called SOS. Maybe many of us know, right? What is SOS? What does that mean, and what do they stand for? Simply, the first one, S, means standing back. Standing back. Do we have the urge, the nature to jump into situations, react? So we shouldn't, maybe, stand back. It's kind of a method we'll go through and learn. So standing back will help us to feel the silent space between the situation and yourself. So separating the self from the situation, right? Who you are and what is the situation outside. And as we stand back, just take a moment of pause, right? Then we can do the next one, that is observing. To observe, you have to go to that inner silence. So that, what is that you will observe is where your thoughts are leading you to. You'll start to see that. If I don't take that one moment of pause, if I am not stopping myself, standing back, then I'll miss that, to see that how am I involved, am I negative, right? So what happened to the source of positive thoughts? I will not be even reached to that stage, right? And that is when we can observe that, then the third one we can do steering, right? Right? Driving away from that, what kind of thought? Negative thought to positive. Steer your thinking to where you want it to be. Because as you will think, right, we'll look through that. Thoughts make us feel according to the thoughts. What is the quality of the thought, isn't it? So it's always connected, feeling with thoughts. So with your feelings, as you connect with thoughts, we can catch positive thoughts. Or if I'm not feeling good, check what is the thought. So stop, observe, and steer. And we have to bring this technique more consciously into our life, rather than just flowing with situations. So for that, right now, we'll use kind of meditation. So sit straight and follow as I will ask you to visualize. So in that, we'll touch upon your inner silence and visualize some pictures where you could see this technique changing from what you were thinking or feeling, if it was negative, to positive. Are you all ready? Yes. So relax yourself. Let me put some music. Comfortably and relax your body. Feel all the muscles in the body relaxing. Let your breathing become easy. The body is relaxed. The hands are loose on my lap. And I'm breathing calmly. As my breathing calms down, I check my thoughts and settle into this moment. I step away from any other thoughts, just the thoughts for this moment. I am sitting relaxed. My breathing is slow and relaxed.
Can you reduce the volume, Anubhen? Music volume.
Yes. So as I am sitting relaxed, I see my thoughts slowing down, becoming quiet. As I'm feeling that inner silence, that inner resource of values, peace and silence within me, as I am experiencing that deep inner silence, I think of a difficult or an unresolved situation in my life, in my work life or personal life. I just think of one difficult situation. And now I picture that scene, that situation happening in front of me. And I observe the scene from a distance, a safe place, as if I am watching a movie on the screen. I'm now the observer. I'm just observing how the scene is playing out. I can clearly see the scene, how everyone's behavior is. As I'm seeing, I ask myself, what is the interaction like? What is the feeling, the thoughts and feelings that is exchanged between myself and the other people? What is the body language of each one? What is the expression on my face? What is the atmosphere? And I am seeing what is the effect on my body? What is my behavior? And how is my behavior affecting other people around me? I'm the observer from a distance, and I can see the outcome of that scene. Now, I go into the silent reflection. Just go within, in my pure, positive, silent core. I sit and reflect through the scene that I just saw. And in that inner calm, as I see surrounded with my positive values, that beautiful calm inner space, I could think and notice the values that I can take to that scene and I can have a completely new outcome. I self-reflect what values I can bring to that situation that can bring solution, calm, and peace. There are so many values within me. I think, what are the values that can help me for that situation? Maybe I can bring more understanding, more tolerance, more loving acceptance, kind heart and merciful. Simply let go. As I think for particularly that scene, I'm able to see the value that can help that situation. Now, as I have discovered the value, I completely focus and tune in to that value or few values, and I feel that value, the quality, is deeply surrounding me, spreading into my body, spreading into my whole being. I have completely surrounded with the value. I become an embodiment of that value, and that value is spreading far out of me. Feel the positive feeling, the power that value is bringing to me. And now, as I have created and experienced that new positive value, the thought, the quality, I bring the same scene in front of me that has ended, and now I bring another screen in front of that scene and let the scene play out again. And I see that this time it's only my values, the positive energy playing out in the actions and interactions. What is that I notice in the new scene, using the values in my actions? I see every moment of the scene with values in my actions. And I notice there is a difference. The situation is going through a beautiful resolving energy. So I check, how am I feeling, seeing the new scene, using that positive values and qualities in my actions. Am I seeing the outcome completely different, positive and helpful. What is my body language? What is the expression on my face? And how am I feeling? What is the effect on my body? What is the atmosphere? And what is the effect on others? I feel that energized light within me with that new positive qualities and values, that love, that understanding, that care, that compassion. I saw a completely new scene emerging in front of me. Everyone was easy. That difficult situation would have played out differently. I could clearly see all I had to do is to stop for a moment, observe from a distance, and bring out that inner positive qualities that is always there within me. In that pause, in that inner silence, I can always bring the right energy and quality. Any scene of my life, any interaction in my life. Now, let me see the previous scene and the new scene. What is the difference? What is that negative thought I let go of? What new value I brought in? Reflect for a few seconds. What is that changed from a difficult situation, beautiful situation? Now, slowly come back to the awareness of sitting in this room, on your chair, to this moment, to this meditation. Slowly feel the energy reaching out to every part of your body. So slowly come back, breathe deeply in and feel the positive energy. Thank you, everyone. I hope you could see clearly the change of scenes. If anyone wants to share anything that you could very clearly see a situation and could notice, find the right energy, right thought, right quality, and did you play out, did you visualize the screen with that new value, a completely different action from your end, and you could see a new result or not? Anyone want to share? If you want to share, please raise your hand, electronic hand, and we can ask you or just unmute and speak. Anyone at all? No one? You couldn't see anything? No change? You could hear me?
I think maybe others are so deeply experiencing that they might not be wanting to come in words. Yeah, for me it was
Yes.
very nice experience. Yeah, go ahead, sister.
Thank you, brother. Yes, Anjali, please speak.
Yes. When you said re-energize yourself with
Yeah.
virtues, I could
Yeah.
actually feel like how we go for a spa. I could really feel my mind getting rejuvenated. And like a shower of good values filling in, and the old getting merged, and the new was really floating on the top. So it felt nice.
Very nice. So you could bring up that new,
Yes.
that
Yeah, I
right
could feel
thoughts.
the old layers are going in, and new virtues are flowing. Yeah. So
That's
with this
great.
feeling, I will stay in this feeling the whole day.
No, only one whole day, or always? Can we take that with us? Like this experiment, please reflect back sometime and please give a moment in your life, right? Every day when you are in a situation, think of this moment and see, observe and say, what new values should I bring? And you have experienced that the negative can merge and the positive can come out. Anyone, any particular situation they saw a solution actually through this experiment? They could figure out that, okay, this change I can bring. Yes, Dr. Lata, maybe you can share, please. Unmute. Yeah.
Actually, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes.
1.5 years back, there was some conflict between my husband and my brother for regarding about some deal. There was some misunderstanding and all. And when my sister called me regarding that, what is happening this, so I shouted at her, and I didn't hear her, and I put off my phone and called my sister-in-law, and just a lot of thoughts and irritability, anger, and that feeling like you can't understand my husband, how he's a nice person and he could not do such things, that betraying or all that. And I was imposing them that he's right, and but I could not accepted them as they are. But when you through this 10 minutes, maybe, I don't know, but I was as a third person, just we counsel patients, but just I was regretted that I could not handle that situation properly, because after that 2 to 3 months, I was literally disturbed. And 6 months later on, we stop our contact with my brother and sister also. So that was a big situation, big problem for me. But I visualize myself through this process, 3-stage SOS. That was quite fine, quite, I think, stepwise. Just I observed me after that situation. SOS was better than that. And I'm feeling right now ki through this step, I could do better way, could manage myself better way, and I could accept them as they are, and that I will put my opinion regarding them after accepting them. So I don't know, I'm putting all that, but I
No, that's
see.
nice.
So
Very
that
nice.
is process. And yes, I'm right now. I think that in working situation also, I will go through that SOS step.
So that's very good sharing. Thank you so much, Dr. Lata. I know situations happen and we just leave it there. We do not understand that it is opened up and negative. Maybe after some time we don't remember that freshly. But what is important is that we have now understood that we don't have to flow with situations, particularly when we are negative, right? What are my feelings? My feelings are negative. What is the thought? And we use this SOS to, tap onto that silence. Then we'll know exactly, like you just said, that I was not able to accept them. So, okay, then you can visualize with acceptance how will be my behavior, and then you could resolve it way long before. So like that, we all have to hold on to this method of SOS. Thank you so much. I'm sure a lot of others are inspired by hearing that. Anyone else? We can have few minutes, maybe one or two more sharings. Anyone else want to share? Any particular example that you went through during this SOS process of changing? No one else? Okay, I hope you saw that and enjoyed it. So that's how we call stop, right? It's like a method. Take home, standing back is, stop. You say very nicely, lovingly, or you shout at yourself, but say stop. Why are you feeling negative? Or what is the thought and what value can I bring to my actions? So I hope you enjoyed. We can now kind of stop to go to that final concluding or feedback. Maybe Praful brother, you can take over, please.
Yeah, sure. So thanks, Ishtanu, for walking us through that beautiful experience. And with this, how fast the time really flew away. Don't even we realize. It's already 11:30, and I see most of you all are right since the beginning. That is from 9 a.m. till now. So more than 2.5 hours is what we have spent time together. So I hope it would be very good. You might have probably gained something, some new insights. I would have loved to take feedbacks in person, but yeah, since seeing the time, I feel that let's take it digitally again so that we can get more inputs from you. So I'll quickly share a poll with you all on the screen. So I would request everybody to please focus on the main video part so that you can see up the poll. There are around 4 to 5 questions. It will not take more than 1 minute for you all to solve. So please, this poll really helps us evaluating our sessions and designing for future sessions. So let me quickly read out the questions to you. What I enjoyed about this workshop was, you all can select any one or more of the options. So if you are on a mobile phone, you can just hit by your finger, or if you're on a PC, just click from your mouse and hit the next button. Next question is, what I did not enjoy was, please note the words did not. So there are again multiple options, but if you feel that there is nothing for you to qualify what you did not enjoy, you can select the last option, none of above. And if you feel that something was not that great, you can probably select any one or more out of the other options. Moving ahead, my overall view of this event is, again, you can select multiple options. There are around 10 options. You can select 1, 2, 3, how much ever you want. So you can select those. And the fourth question is single option based. What would you like to future, actually it's attend, I missed the word attend. Would you like to attend the future Vihasa workshop to be scheduled on next Saturday at 9 a.m.? So if you would like to join that, please hit yes, so that we open up the registrations only for the incremental ones. And the last question is very important for us. Which one module would you like to cover? So there are a bunch of 8 modules, of which we have just covered the positivity. So I leave up to you all to select any other module. Select any one, because of course we'll be covering all the modules. But yeah, based on the most preferred ones, we would. So we have all the persons answering the poll. I am quickly sharing the results so that even my co-host can see the results. So what I enjoyed most about the workshop, 75% like the clear learning outcomes. Again, 75% like the learning activities. Almost 100% of y'all got a chance to reflect. So I think that is very good. If we can reflect on ourselves, that is the key. Second question is what I did not enjoy about this workshop. I think only we have slow pace as getting for 25% vote. But yeah, 75% voted for none of above. So definitely we could work upon the pace of the presentation. My overall view of the event is, so yeah, 75% stimulating, thought-provoking, again 75% voting for that. And nobody vote for poor, boring, challenging. Probably you are implementing that appreciating skills over here. So yeah, but here you can be really frank. So anyways, thanks for that. Would you like to attend the Future Vyasa workshop? Oh my God, 100% has voted yes. So we already have our participants for the next workshop. That's great. And the last one, which module would you like to cover the next? So we have two modules, peace and spirituality in profession, but maximum vote goes to the last one, building resilience. So resilience is what I think most of you all are really wanting us to work on. And yes, we can do that. We can cover up that module next time. Building resilience. Of course, we'll cover others as well, but at one time we can only conduct one. So I will stop sharing the results. So once again, thank you so much everyone for sharing wonderful feedback. And before I really close, I would just request Sister Anu and Manoj if you would like to add some concluding words.
Yeah, for me, it was beautiful going through, interacting with you all, and so enthusiastic participation by all of you. Thank you very much for giving this chance to meet you and reflect together. So I'll look forward for next ones. Maybe Dr. Manoj can say something.
Yeah, so I know quite a few participants. I hope you all don't mind me divulging your identities. So Lata, I know you very well. You're a psychiatrist by profession. People should know that actually, because you yourself, I like your sharing, because you being a psychiatrist, you went through that counseling process. You normally do counseling for other patients, but when it comes to self, it's very difficult to counsel self, you know. But SOS visualization really helped you to go back into that very tough situation of your life and then resolve it right away. So, which is very good. We have quite a few other doctors as well. Sorry, we are not able to take sharing from many people because we are short of time. I have a brother from South Africa, which I think he couldn't share. So I think what in Vyasa sessions, we always try to make sure that all the participants by the end of the session will be sharing. So we have noted down people who are not able to share, and we'll make sure in the next activities you all please do share. And please let the other ones who are sharing, let us give them a chance also to share in the next session, whichever we are covering. And we'll work on what you all want. You all want building resilience and one more piece, I think you all said. So let's see what we'll be covering next. But thank you all for having a patient. You all are still there, hooking on to even after 2.5 hours. So thanks once again. And thank you to the co-facilitators. Thanks to Baba as well for this opportunity. I end here.
And everybody's engaged, like still alert. Are you ready? Can we do another exercise right now?
I can see the smiling faces, so many of you all.
Right.
Good. That's nice. So very well. So yeah, seeing the time, let's I think stop here, and definitely we'll meet next Saturday, 9 a.m. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Om Shanti.
1 minute of silence.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's sit in silence for a minute and then we'll close off.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
thank you
very
everyone.
much. See you next week. Shanti. Bye-bye.
Om Shanti. Bye.